A blessed Sunday to us. What is Cebuano for friend? Unsa may binisaya of friend? Aw higala. Bisaya gyud di ay mo kayo. Because I am expecting you to just blurt out saying amigo or amiga. No, because that's what we are familiar with, the Spanish. But do you know the root word of amigo or amiga? It is amor, love. So somebody you call your friend, a man or a woman, is somebody that you love. That's why in Spanish, it is in Italian as well, amigo, amiga, amico, amica. So this is a very significant starting point for our reflection today on the 6th Sunday of Easter, as we are about to conclude the so-called Easter season, which is a very lengthy celebration in the liturgical calendar of the church. And in this context of the love that is at the very heart and the foundation of Jesus' words, inasmuch also as these are the same things, this is the same thing that the other readings are talking about, we are being reminded once and for all to respond to the very love that God has given to us. The beautiful word that we have heard in today's second reading is expiation. You know, that He sent His Son as an expiation for sin. Now, what is expiation in the technical sense of the word? Now, it is using two words actually. Ex meaning from or out of, and pia. Okay? Pia is Latin for love. No, that's why when we recite the Salve Regina or the Hail Holy Queen, diba? O clement, o loving, o sweet Virgin Mary, o clemens, o pia. No, that's why a woman is called pia if the name of the woman is pia, meaning to say love or beloved. The male is pio. No? No, sa Latin we have pius, pia. No? So if your name is pio, if your name is pia, you have to rejoice because it's all about love that is about you and in you, and the love of God that is shown to you. And you are also going to show your love to other people. So we are all called pias and pios. No? And this is the very aspect of the expiation, that Jesus' passion, death, and resurrection, and His going back to the right hand of the Father is an expression of love that is always an outside dynamics. Love is not something that you just keep within. It is something that you have to share. That's why there is the beautiful word of ex. No? It's going outside, external. But before we can show that externally, we have to have at the same time an internalization of it. And that's the reason why forming the disciples who were together with Him after He rose from the dead, He continued to instruct them in order to instruct. But from that instruction itself, as they are living and growing through the instruction, they are going to be sources from where the action outside, the extraction, is also being needed. So that's why there is an instruction, there is also an extraction. Then another thing about what the Lord is teaching is something to do with internalization. No? To internalize things. Because we cannot, and in the Latin saying that we seminarians are very familiar with, no, we cannot give what we do not have. No? We always say that in the seminary years, nemo dat quod non habet. No? You cannot give what you do not have. So in the terms of internalization, that is the thing that is the process that we have to imbibe and to learn, even to struggle with so many different challenges. But from the internalization, we have to do it in the externalization by showing it outside and showing it to other people. Now, today's first reading, however, is a very beautiful reminder that this love of God and His choosing of the people of Israel to be His own, to be His chosen people, is not only for them, but it's at the same time for all peoples, for the Gentiles. That's why we have the so-called the external dimension of the mission, but it has to first begin with the internal. Kay dili man ta makapaambit kung wala tayo gipanag-ambitan. And this is the very challenge that we have in our lives. Nowadays, many people, especially the young generation, when they meet each other, they talk about so many things. And then if you are not on their side, if you are not on their group, for example, guwang-guwang na ka, mo kuyog kas mga batanon, no, most of the time, mawala jud ta sa ilang ritmo, sa ilang istoryahay. No? That's why we also have to be updated. But updating there is not only about what are the things that are the fad, no? What are the things going on. But in our lives as Christians, we have to be updated as well with so many different challenges that grow and continues to grow as time goes on because of the adaptation or adaptation that we have in order to make the message clear and relevant in every time, in every place, forever and ever. And this is the very reason why we have to always be aware of what is happening around us, plus our own responses to it without losing the foundation of the faith. What God has given us, what God has shared with us, externally shown to us, we have to accept and imbibe it internally, yet we are also asked to go out of ourselves and to share this with others. We are asked to remain in His love. But as we remain in His love, we are expected to bear fruit. And what are fruits? Ang mga prutas ba, ang mga bunga ba, taguan? No? If you notice or if you have many observations, if you plant a mango tree inside your yard, di yung ka makapugong that the mango tree will always extend its branches outside your own fence or your own yard. Kinsa may unang makakuha sa mga bunga ana, ang silingan. No? That's the way we are also able to share what is from within. But that goes beyond that particular idea. We have to go out because the fruits that are expected to be born, to be practically the fruits that we bear are something that we have to share to other people, including those who are actually not so keen about the presence of God in their lives, especially in these times. Padayon ra gyud ta. We just continue to make known and to show what God has done in our lives in the many different things that we can, in the many different manners that we are able to, and even in the little things that we can say, I love you, Lord. I love you, brothers and sisters. I love you all. And it's enough. But that enough should not be a reassurance, because it's not only in the words that we say, but the very fruits that we bear can only be found and manifested and experienced through the deeds and the works that we do. Justice, righteousness, peace, consideration, respect, and even sometimes shutting our mouth because we have to respect other people's sentiments as well. Amen.